Ladies and gentlemen, for those who don't know who I am, my name is Braven. Welcome to my YouTube channel. Hope you're all doing well. For those that do know me, you guys might see a different, cleaner, better looking camera angle, but also camera clarity. Well, let this be a little update as well with going on with my personal life and my streaming stuff with something else I figured out. I'm finding little things here and there that I should have found out a while ago, but obviously it's through trial and error, testing things. But as you can see, it looks a lot better, doesn't it? For those that have been here, this is a new camera angle, but this is also a much clearer, better quality from the camera that, you know, has been rated so damn well. But we never got to really see its potential because we always thought it was a lighting issue. So, without further ado, today's special day before I get on with everything. I'm going to talk about my personal life here in a second, but I'm going to give you an update on what's going to be going on here. We're going to be talking about THX Spatial once again, but we're going to be talking about what I believe is the best clarity positional audio sound that I personally have found now. But I've only tested it in so many games, so I'm going to say yes, take it with a grain of salt, but also be prepared because it could be the official setup that you're going to do for your THX Spatial sound. And this goes for all Razer headsets. So I hope that if you guys are watching this using Razer Synapse and THX Spatial with your specific headset, try this no matter what. Even though I'm wearing the Black Shark V2 Pros and I do have the Black Shark V2 wired inside my desk here, just you could try this with your headset. And I mean try it. EQ wise, obviously headsets are a little different here and there depending on the headset. They have a different type of profile sound driver design and whatnot. Even though it's a Razer headset, doesn't mean it's exactly built like the Razer Black Shark V2 Pro. If that was the case, then all Razer headsets would sound exactly the same, which they don't. So I just want you guys to know that this setup is going to be perfect for everyone to try. But again, the EQs are only for Black Shark V2 Pro, and you could try with the Black Shark V2 wired, but I just think that the driver profiles are a little bit different compared to each other. I think these just have a higher tuned quality compared to the V2 wired, but obviously the price difference makes up for that. But anyways, like I said, I'm going to show you guys all the profiles, kind of run you through. Nothing's really changed with the V2 Pro EQ profiles that I have, but I'm going to walk you through the setups that I do and everything, so that way you, with whatever headset you're using, you could try to rock that and see if that works for you. And see if it works the way I have it, because I have this theory behind it, and with testing with a little bit of games so far, it has been confirmed it's much better. And actually I gotta say thank you to a person in the comment section from one of my last videos. I'm sorry that I don't have your name. I'll comment your name in the comment section, but I don't have it on top of my head right now. But you did talk about it and it made me think, and now I figured it out with a lot of research and doing a lot of reading. So we'll get into that. But before we do, obviously, like I said, I'm gonna update you on my personal life stuff. For those that do watch my stream, obviously you've seen growth has been so stagnant and very little, and it's sad because it's like, honestly, yeah, I've had bad streams. I've been kind of going through a lot, and our streams are a lot shorter, so I think I'm taking a step back from streaming. I'm not going to be stopping streaming, but I'm going to be taking a step back as in the more attentive care to it. More or less my energy is going to be going to editing videos now, so I'm going to get editing software and all that and make the YouTube videos a little more pretty for you guys to watch, you know what I mean? Not just straight recordings like this. I've just recorded a video and I didn't like it for like 8 minutes, so I deleted it, and now here we are again. So obviously that does take a lot of time. However, it's the name of the game, and you guys like these videos, especially the ones that come in from Razer. For people that don't know who I am, as you can see, I always mix it up. It's right here. You can see that I am, and then down below too. I am a Razer affiliate. Technically, it's like a small sponsor. I do get the hookups from them, and I do get a lot of inside information as well. So that's why when I tell you guys information about Razer Synapse and THX Spatial and all that, and what I've been hearing, it's kind of been coming to be true. But again, it does a lot. You only get so much from my end, you know what I mean? Like, I'm not gonna get everything for you guys, but I'm gonna get a little bit of information. I'll spread it with you guys as I can. All I ask for is if you follow, like, and subscribe to my YouTube channel, my Twitch channel, which is twitch.tv/x_braven. Also my TikTok, same thing. Instagram, same thing. It's all x_braven. Please follow those. And obviously YouTube as well. Please follow those accounts. It definitely helps me try to keep doing what I'm doing. I just need a little bit of more motivation because everything's been so stagnant. Besides YouTube's been growing at a pretty high number pretty quickly, so I appreciate everybody that comes in and supports the channel. However, I know this video is gonna be a little longer. I know a lot of people hate that, like I just talk so much in the video, but you got to understand, I'm taking these steps for reasons, and obviously I don't have editing done or going on right now because I got so much outside life stuff going on too, so it's really hard to get time to put into editing. But I'm going to start putting more time into it that I see fit and that I can. I will be editing videos, especially on days that I can't stream. I'll just edit a video for like an hour or something, throw that up on YouTube, and there you go. So besides that, I do want to talk to you guys about THX Spatial and how I have it set up, and it's a little trick, and you guys are going to probably like this, and I'm going to tell you guys in steps. So like for people that don't have the Razer Blackshark V2 Pro, I'm going to tell you this is what you do, and then obviously with the Blackshark V2 Pro and V2 wired, do it with this because that's obviously what I have, and I can't, you know, walk you. I mean, I do have a pair of Kraken tournament editions I should pull out just for people that want. I mean, they're really fucking like beat up, but for people that use the Krakens, I could probably do something for you guys. So if you guys would like to see that, put some likes or like this video and put some comments in the section and be like, hey, pull out those Krakens and help us tune a profile for us. It's gonna be a pain in the ass because there's so much time and effort I put into the stream, and then obviously I gotta go work and make that money to pay bills and stuff. But you know what I mean? I'll do what I can. You know, I think that'd be a pretty cool idea for people and to help people out with that. So why not, right? Anyways, let's get into it. I'm gonna pull down my my streaming broadcaster software, and then we're gonna go into my desktop. So obviously you can see here the desktop. Yes, it is Battlefield 2042. The hype is real. If you guys don't know who I am, like I said, I stream Battlefield 4 a lot now because of the hype and what I used to do with Battlefield 4. I used to be a former top 1% player in the world, and I haven't been playing that much in a while, except for just recently, and especially with the spike in player base. I think it has more players now than Black Ops Cold War and Modern Warfare's multiplayer combined. So, like, Battlefield's hype is real, you know what I mean? So if you ever want to stream, if you got PC or want to play some games with me, you know, send me a shout out or whatever on the comment section, and then I'll fucking go and add you, and we can play some Battlefield 4, Battlefield 5, whatever, you know. That'll be fun. But obviously, if everyone knows, my main content for a while now has been Warzone, just because I like the Battle Royale of Call of Duty. I'm not a fan of Call of Duty itself. I fucking hate Call of Duty, but the Battle Royale, I got good at it. Whatever, right? Anyways, enough of that all mumbo jumbo. I'm sure you're not here for that. You're here for THX Spatial, right? So anyways, I'm going to just run you through what I have personally as my Razer setup, and then I'm gonna walk you through everything. Obviously, my newest mouse, you can't really see. I'm pretty sure in the camera is on this left side overlay. So I'm gonna just circle right here. You got the Razer Viper 8 kilohertz mouse. I am using 2,000 kilohertz polling rate on this mouse. I had no idea. It has nothing to do with Razer Synapse software, but I'm just updating you guys that this is my newest mouse I just got. I think I've only had it for like about a week now. So or a week and a half or something like that. So this is my main now. I used to rock the Razer Basilisk V2, which I still have, and it's still in fucking brand new condition. It's my backup mouse now. And same thing with this Ultimate. The Ultimate is for MMO games. Oh my god, what did I just do? I've never seen that happen before. I think I pulled it too far, that's why. But yeah, the Razer Basilisk Ultimate is for MMO games. Obviously you can see my Blackshark V2 Pro. It's got a little bit of battery drain, probably from just a little bit of using it without charging it. I got the Black Widow Tournament Edition V2 Chroma. My only ever defective product from Razer I've ever had was the Razer Huntsman Mini keyboard, where it's just starting to type random keys now. It's just a bad product. I'm gonna get a new one. It won't cost me a dime either, so that's cool. It's just a replacement. But I'm back to the Black Widow Tournament Edition V2 Chroma, and it's a very lovely keyboard. Razer green clicky switches, love it. My main mouse pad is the Razer Firefly V2, and obviously, like I was talking about, the camera quality is so much better. If you guys are curious about that, it's low light compensation under your composure settings inside your broadcasting software. Make sure you click on that, and then if you don't want that 30 frames per second, turn that low light compensation off, and voila, you got yourself a fucking 60 frames beautiful camera when you set it up properly. Obviously, my Goliathus Extended Chroma is a soft pad mouse pad. That's my backup. That's what my keyboard sits on, what my mic sits on, and everything. You can't see the mic in here, but I got the Razer Siren Mini on that. Base station is obviously where my headset rests. The mouse dock is to charge my Basilisk V2. Or sorry, Basilisk Ultimate, forgive me. And anyway, so that's just what I have as my Razer setup for anyone that was curious about that. Anyways, now we're gonna go into Razer Synapse, and I'm gonna talk about the audio settings. So first and foremost, I'm just gonna walk you through each EQ. I know this is kind of a repeat for some people, so if this is a repeat for you, skip through it, and to find out the rest of the actual good information. But I'm gonna walk you through what I have for all my EQ settings. We're gonna start with Apex because Apex is obviously the first one up top. THX Spatial is on, but again, this is just to have your EQ settings propped up. Remember that when you set this up, always set it to custom. This is just in case you do use THX Spatial audio triggered on here. Again, I'll explain that in a second, but just bear with me. All these, you don't have to be set to a certain thing, because like I usually, like, you would set all these to custom or whatever you're going to use. Obviously, you see THX competitive. Just ignore that, because honestly, this is only based off of a profile for Apex Legends. So that's the most important game to have triggered over to custom or whatever you want to try. Personally, I use custom, and my enhancements is a base boost at 100, and I use 5, 2, 3, 4, 1, 0, 2, 1, 1, and 3. And then we go to Battlefield, which this is just overall baseline for Battlefield, and I think Battlefield's audio quality is so damn good. It's minor adjustments for it. But again, same thing. Just remember that you rock THX Spatial on if you're gonna use THX Spatial in the software, and utilize whatever game it is, like Battlefield 5, Battlefield 4, Battlefield 1. I guess you could just turn, if you're using Battlefield as the profile for all these, turn all these on to custom. Personally, again, this is what I found beneficial. Let me just give a fair warning on that. This is what I found beneficial. Your ears might hear differently. So if you do start with this as a baseline for EQ, and then just bump up what you find necessary, or bump down, or I mean bump down, just lower down what you find necessary. So bass boost at 80. And then I got 3, 1, 2, 3, 0, 0, 2, 1, 0, and 2. Again, Battlefield's audio quality in every game has been so good. So good. But the thing is, like I said, I've been testing things, and Battlefield has been one of the games I've been testing, and all of the Battlefields I've been testing. So I'm actually probably gonna be playing a little bit of Battlefield 5 on stream, Battlefield 5 on stream tomorrow, because I've been craving that like feel of Battlefield 5. It's a really good, fun game. I know people question it so much, but I actually love the feel and the movement of it. So definitely stop by the channel, or by the Twitch channel tomorrow if you guys want to see that. So, or tomorrow. So I'm gonna be. You're probably going to see this video tomorrow, but I'll probably be streaming today. So you'll probably, if you go stop by, you'll probably see me live. So but if I'm not live, catch me another one of those days. Just ask me questions. Again, that's what my Twitch is for you guys to come enjoy the content. And obviously, ask me questions about your THX stuff. So Call of Duty. Again, this is Warzone specifically profile. Again, I don't have to really walk you through this, but obviously when you have Call of Duty on, this is why I had THX Spatial audio off. Again, you can hear it trigger the audio over a little bit, but I had THX Spatial off for this specific reason I'm going to talk about in a second. But remember, Modern Warfare is Warzone specifically, so custom mode specifically for that, that's all you have to worry about. No, everything else don't matter. I just obviously just nitpicky, put all of them custom, but you don't have to. Bass boost at 100. Audio is very nasty in this game. It's very bad, so you got to make sure. This is why I bump them up a lot. So this is 6, 2, 3, 5, 1, 1, 4, 2, 2, and 5. And again, this is for Call of Duty Warzone on a Black Shark V2 Pro EQ. But however, if you're using the Black Shark V2 wired, you could try this, or maybe bump it up a little higher or a little lower, depending on what it is. But just start here, maybe play with it, and it might help you. Now, Cold War, let me just be straight up real with you on this. I am not playing Cold War anymore. I think the game went in the complete wrong direction. It's already been a pretty damn bad game. It's an easy game, but it's a bad game. And I seen like they're doing a lot of nerfs and buffs to certain things, and everything just feels kind of wonky. It doesn't feel right anymore. It doesn't feel playable as much as it was before. So now I'm probably not going to be playing Cold War anymore. So unfortunately for those people that like Cold War, that's on you. But for me personally, I stay the fuck away from it. But anyways, I got base boost at 90, and I have it at 4, 1, 2, 4, 0, 0, 2, 0, 2, and 4. And again, like I said, updates change. It's another thing you gotta remember too. Updates change a lot of EQs. They really do. And again, for people that have seen this is really refreshing. There's nothing really changed because I haven't been able to test much. So this is just what I was left off with last time. So this is, if you want to check out certain games and just set up those profiles, by all means, this is here for you to do that. But anyways, it's just, like I said, it's not like up to date in the sense of like, I haven't tested this yesterday and this is as good as it is. You know what I mean? So, CSGO, I had base boost at 100, and I went from 5, 2, 4, 4, 1, 1, 2, 1, 3, and 3. And again, if you guys know me, this isn't like the best real-to-life sound. This is more of just a competitive advantage EQs that I was using with THX Spatial on in the software. But this is why I want you guys to do this, which I haven't talked about yet, but I want you guys to try this and see if you guys like this. This is a very big step in the right direction. Music, I'm not going to click music yet because music is just for people that want to listen to music, and it sounds really good with electronic music, like what I'm hearing right now. So I know a lot of people were like tripping on my music EQ, and they're like, wow, that's really good. So you might like it. I hope if you do want to try it, I'll show you at the end of this EQ stuff, but hopefully you do like it. I don't know. We'll see. And again, Rainbow Six Siege, base is very important in this, and obviously highs at a distance, so I went with base boost at 100. 4, 2, 1, 3, 0, 2, 4, 1, 4, and 5. The highs, the very, very sharp highs are for the far distance fucking sounds of someone breaking a barricade and stuff. And again, I haven't played Siege enough, and I do miss it a lot. So actually, if you're watching my stream ever, keep an eye on. I might be streaming Rainbow Six Siege one of these days. And actually, another thing too, please go follow my Discord channel. I'm actually gonna, when I make this video and I upload it, I mean, check the description. I always say check the description, and I'll add like timestamps, which I'm going to. But I'm actually gonna start like a copy and paste description. Will have all my channels to follow, and please, it does help me so much. Keep an eye out for that. I'm gonna post that as soon as, right when this video uploads. I'm gonna try to have that already done. It's gonna be hard, but I'm gonna try it. Okay, so bear with me. But it does help me so much. It'll make it easier for you guys if you want to follow. And Discord, the reason I say Discord is because I want to get that community. My Twitch community comes from, or into my Discord. I want that more active. I want my Discord community to be as active as possible. And again, a lot of news and information. We could be discussing Razer Synapse stuff all the time. It's a fun little chat section. We could goof around, have a good time. You know what I mean? So as much as I can, I'd really appreciate it, please. Valorant, again, last time I even talked about Valorant, it was a weird one because, again, I tested it from, like, it was probably 2 seasons ago now when I actually tried and tested Valorant EQ settings. So this is still probably not the best as of now, but it's something you could try to work with, and then, or as like a starting point, and then you can boost it up yourself, lower it yourself, what do you think is best. But again, my ears is what I found was the best. Mileage may vary. Let's see. So base boost 100, 4, 2, 1, 5, -1, 0, 1, 2, 0, and 3. And again, it boosted the most important low possible in that game because of people's footsteps at farther distances when they decide to do that run, like the run to slow sprint, or a silent walk or whatever. That 5 will catch it at the farthest distance with THX Spatial on. But again, this is where I'm going to have to explain at the end, towards the end of the video, what I'm doing at the specific setup and want you to try. So, obviously, music is the last one I did say. You can hear the music just, it came to life. Like literally just listen to the difference of, you hear it? You hear it got so calm? And then listen to when music comes on. Trust me, it sounds so damn good. I get the chills listening to my music EQ. I think this is one of the best EQs I've heard ever set up because it took me so much time to dial it in perfectly. But again, electronic music, it sounds so good with this. Bass boost at 70, sound normalization at 100. And sound normalization is a little tricky thing. It works though. It works really good with electronic music. So you got 5, 5, 6, 2, 1, 3, 4, 3, 5, and 2. Let me just turn this down real quick just because it is a little louder for, recording purposes. But I know this video is going to be a little longer, and again, I keep saying that, but I'm just truly apologizing for that. Again, I just want everyone to understand what I'm going through with my personal life and my decisions of what I'm going to be doing with my streaming career and whatnot. But at the same time, I want to help you guys. So anyways, that was just a refresh on the EQs. Okay, now here's the thing I want you guys to try. I know this is a long video just to get to this point, but trust me, okay? So, oh, by the way, Windows property settings before we get anywhere too, because I know a lot of people have questions about this. This is how mine is set up, okay? So the most important things about this is you're going to have your Blackshark V2 Pro or your Blackshark V2 Wide as your default communications device under playback. THX Spatial Audio is your default device. That's the one that's going to open the channels up in your headset. And that's which ones you're going to need so you get your full channels being utilized in your headset for your spatial audio. Recording, I have Blackshark V2 Pro as default device, but that's not what you're hearing me from. You're hearing me from the Razer Siren Mini, which is the default communications device. I know it doesn't look like the EQ's bumping up, but when you go inside, which I could show you real quick before we do anything, I can show you right here. It's under my... Sorry for all the crazy fucking under my mic, my mic aux properties. You can see that microphone is Razer Siren Mini. So you're hearing me off my Razer Siren Mini, and everyone in game hears me off my Razer Siren Mini, which is my mic right here. So I know a lot of people like the booms and stuff. I don't like to have a boom in my face. That's just me personally. But anyways, so Going back to this, the reason why I want you to try this, okay, is because I tested it with 2 Battlefields and 1 Warzone. Not enough testing has been done for this yet, but I found that ever since I did switch this to this is where I was talking about, the secret to what I've had for best audio, which might change EQs entirely, but again, that's something that I'll update you guys in a future video. But for now, set these EQs up, right? Okay? You got me? You're following me? Set those EQs up, then turn THX Spatial Audio off inside Synapse, but leave THX Spatial Audio on inside Windows. Braven, why are you doing that? Well, let me tell you something. This is what I figured out, okay? Stereo sound. People have always adored the stereo sound of this headset. They always loved it. They thought it was so good. But it's stereo sound, and stereo sound is always gonna be, you know, everyone's gonna have their nitpick of stereo sound. Like, okay, stereo's good, right? Stereo's good for the sense of you could hear something on the left and hear something on the right, and I can show you an example of what I'm talking about here. So if I go to right here under Black Shark V2 Pro and I go to properties, right? Or how do I pull it up? But anyways, what I'm trying to show you is pretty much when you're going to test your, you know what? It's test. You see that? You see how when I tested the Black Shark V2 Pro, it only did 2 rings, left and right. Now watch when I do THX Spatial Audio test. You see how much more times it did that? And that's a perfect reason why I want to get to that. Okay, so Windows is unlocking your channels in your headset when you use THX Spatial Audio as your default device. It's unlocking the channels inside your headset. So every driver that has the separate channels to give you that full 360 spatial audio is right there in those channels. If you have it set to Black Shark V2 Pro, you are stuck with left and right audio. So those drivers are all making the exact same sound at the exact same time. So what you're hearing when you hear somebody upstairs, you're not hearing somebody upstairs, you're hearing somebody to the left. That's it. However, when you have THX Spatial Audio set on your Windows property settings, you are expanding those channels open, and it is opening up every single driver to be utilizing sound positions. So it's literally allowing this driver to hear audio from that specific area. You know, it's like it's giving the full effect of a full 360-degree motion. That's why this headset got rated so high. However, THX Spatial has been really bugged in software, and people have been calling it, some people have bad experiences calling it muddy, and some games updates aren't up to dating with the actual Synapse software and the spatial audio software. It's not updating with it. So obviously there's been games that have been kind of falling back behind with the audio and getting bugged out, or some games are just bad, like Warzone has bad fucking audio. It's just terrible game audio. So what can you do to kind of counterbalance the two? Well, I've been testing turning off THX Spatial inside Synapse. And the reason why is because it gives the software the idea that you have your spatial audio shut off inside Synapse. However, your Windows recognizes that you do have a spatial audio on, so it's unlocking the channels of that headset. So you're getting the stereo separation, but you're getting the spatial surrounding in it. And I know it sounds crazy. I know people are going to be like, that's some fucking conspiracy theorist shit. But I'm telling you, this is why I say, this is from my experience to you guys. Go try it. Go try it and you tell me what you think, because my God, I think this is something fucking crazy. And again, I know with EQs, I got to play with it after that. I think I might do like a Battlefield EQ and then a Battlefield THX off or something, or I'll say Battlefield THX for THX mode on in Synapse, and then obviously Battlefield will just be Battlefield with it off. And then I'm gonna play with some settings, Call of Duty, everything, and I'm gonna get some like perfect fucking dialed in audio settings, because I think I figured out a little trick to this. And since I've played Warzone, by the way, Warzone, I'm gonna just tell you right now, Warzone with this fucking EQ, because of how bad the audio is, for competitive advantage. When I turned off THX inside here, I felt like I expanded the audio more. I felt like I got the THX spatial awareness, but it felt like the separation is a lot better. And I want you to try this and just let me know what you think. Personally, I'm a sucker for it right now. I'm not letting it go. But again, I'm a comment in the comment section from somebody in my last video who told me about it. He said to try stereo mode, but I think he just was running stereo mode because of the separation. I know the separation from a lot of headsets, but he gave me this conspiracy theorist in a sense of doing this, and I think I can't fucking go back. So this is also a weird thing too, because like when you do this, it's kind of weird because you can't utilize THX competitive mode and THX environmental, and I have been doing tests with that. So obviously, unfortunately, if you wanted to enjoy this with THX competitive, it's not possible. However, you could still experiment with games with THX spatial audio, and you could go into Modern Warfare and throw on competitive mode and try your best and see. Like I said, I had a video where I said try. It was a little experiment, but again, it was just, that's all it was an experiment. It was nothing more than that. So but definitely what you need to do is make sure when you set these EQ settings, make sure you still put the game under custom mode, because even though it's going to be like, say if you put it for THX competitive mode, it won't register that it's THX competitive mode in game. However, if it's still custom mode, you still get the EQ locked into that, and then you could turn it off and it will still bring the EQ to it. So that is all I got for you today. Like I said, it's a big crazy one, but you might like it, who knows. Anyways, yeah, 25-minute video. It's going to be going into 30 minutes because, like I said, I still got more things to update. But hopefully that does help you with your THX questions. Like I said, if you guys are using products specifically that's not Razer Blackshark V2 Pro or Blackshark V2 wired, EQs are going to obviously be completely different because you have drivers that are different than our headsets. However, that idea of turning THX Spatial off in Synapse, but turning it on in your profile, in your Windows settings, definitely do that, because I feel like that's going to unlock a lot of potential for people. If you don't like the sound of it, like I said, it's an experiment, but if you don't like the sound of it, by all means, just go back to what you're doing and hopefully you get the best experience possible. But again, this headset and the Razer Blackshark V2 wired have been rated like the highest graded headsets out there right now, and they still are, and they're still going strong. And it's like kind of the same thing with the Razer Viper, still rated one of the best mouse out there. And it's been like what, 3 years since they've had the Razer Viper line going, and now that people are begging for the Viper Ultimate Mini, you know, like it's crazy. But anyways, like I said, Razer's doing really big things out there, and I'm actually really proud to be representing this company, as much as they've been kind of keeping in contact with me and helping me out with all my gaming stuff, questions and whatnot, as well as entertainment and whatnot for the products that they give me. I mean, shit, I even got a fucking Razer Wolverine Xbox controller, but I don't use controllers often, but I got one just in case I do need it. So obviously for games like Skater XL and playing a football game or something, whatever. So anyways, like I said, with the updates of my streaming, I'm going to be streaming less, but I'm going to be uploading to YouTube more. Probably more, not like say more often, but more quality. So like obviously like every 3 days or 4 days a new video will go up of something, unless it's gameplay, then obviously it's going to be just straight gameplay, or I'll do like highlights of 2 or 3 games and just make it like the best crazy clips of those each games. We're going to make it something special, you know, something that you guys can go in and actually watch the videos and enjoy it, you know, something that can kind of, and other videos too. We're going to be talking about like certain guns specifically, builds, things to try and what I did in that game and whatnot, and even walkthroughs of what I do and the ways, the play styles that I play and whatnot. And obviously, once again, too, other games I'm going to be testing EQ settings on and whatnot. I'll even walk you through how I do specific EQ setting testings, so you could do your own EQ setting testings. And again, I'm all over the place with this fucking video. We could just call this video the all over the fucking place Braven fucking video. I don't know. But anyways, you get the idea. So please, like I said, it means so much to me if you guys could follow, like, and subscribe to my socials. TikTok, Instagram, YouTube, and Twitch. Please. Oh, and my Discord channel, please. I'm going to link it all in the comment section below. Again, thank you so much for stopping by. And like I said, I hope that any questions that you ask me, I try to answer every one of them as best as I can. I really do try. But I'm here to help as much as I can, and I hope that you guys don't get too frustrated with any issues that come up, because these are tricky things. It's like a Volkswagen. If you ever drive a Volkswagen, it's a fucking tricky vehicle. I drive a Volkswagen too. It's a little quirky motherfucker, but guess what? It's an amazing car. Still love that thing. But anyways, I hope you guys have yourselves a good one. I'm out of here. I guess I'm going to cut it under 30 minutes, but it's okay. Like I said, timestamps are in the description. All my socials in the description. And if you have any questions, you know where I'm at. But follow me on Twitch, please. I'll be live soon. You guys have a good one. Adios. I'm out of here.